The year was 1846, a time when the world was on the cusp of great change. America pulsed with the spirit of expansion, driven by the promise of new beginnings and boundless opportunities. The West beckoned, its vast, untamed landscapes promising land and opportunity to those brave enough to venture into the unknown. Families packed their wagons, joining wagon trains rolling towards the setting sun, their hearts filled with hope and dreams of a better future. Among them was the Donner Party, a group of hopeful pioneers seeking a new life in California, unaware of the trials that lay ahead. They could not have known their dreams would turn into a nightmare, as dark clouds of misfortune began to gather on their horizon. What started as a journey of hope would descend into a harrowing fight for survival as they faced the brutal forces of nature. Their story is a stark reminder of the unforgiving power of nature, which can turn even the most well-laid plans into a desperate struggle. It's a tale of courage and desperation, where the human spirit is tested to its very limits. It's a story that continues to fascinate and haunt us, a chilling reminder of the fragility of human life and the resilience of the human spirit. The Donner Party's tragic fate stands as a testament to the fragility of human life and the enduring power of hope and determination. It is a story etched in the annals of American history, forever echoing through time, a poignant chapter that reminds us of the cost of our ambitions and the strength of our resolve. The Donner Party, like many pioneers, sought a fresh start in the fertile lands of California. They were driven by the promise of prosperity and the allure of new opportunities that the West symbolized. Led by George Donner and James Reed, these families left their homes with optimism. They believed that the journey, though long and fraught with challenges, would ultimately lead them to a land where they could build better lives for themselves and their children. They carried with them their possessions, their hopes, and their dreams for a brighter future. Every item packed into their wagons was a piece of their past and a symbol of their aspirations for the future. The journey west was arduous, but their spirits remained high. They faced the harsh realities of the trail with determination, knowing that each step brought them closer to their goal. They crossed rivers and prairies, their wagons creaking under the weight of their dreams. The vast landscapes they traversed were both beautiful and unforgiving, testing their resolve at every turn. Children played amongst the wagons, their laughter echoing through the vast landscapes. Despite the hardships, the innocence and joy of the children provided a sense of normalcy and hope. They were a community united by a shared goal, to reach the promised land of California. Around campfires, they shared stories, sang songs, and supported one another, forging bonds that would help them endure the trials ahead. Little did they know, the trail ahead held unimaginable challenges. The Sierra Nevada mountains loomed in the distance, a formidable barrier that would test their endurance and spirit. Their dreams would soon be tested in the crucible of survival. The journey that began with such hope and promise would become a struggle for life itself, as they faced the harshest conditions and the limits of human endurance. The journey westward was long, and the Donner Party, like many others, sought ways to shorten it. The Hastings Cutoff, a shortcut through the Great Salt Lake Desert, promised to save time. It was a gamble, but the lure of a quicker route proved irresistible. The decision to take this shortcut would prove to be a fatal one. The Hastings Cutoff was poorly marked and extremely difficult to navigate. Wagons bogged down in the soft, alkaline soil. Water and supplies dwindled as the harsh desert environment took its toll. The shortcut they had hoped would save them time ended up delaying their journey significantly. By the time they reached the Sierra Nevada mountains, winter was fast approaching. The Sierra Nevada mountains loomed large, a formidable barrier to the Donner Party's progress. As they began their ascent, the weather took a turn for the worse. Snow began to fall, blanketing the high passes. The wagons, ill-equipped for the treacherous conditions, struggled to make headway. The once hopeful journey had transformed into a desperate struggle for survival. They were trapped, thousands of feet above sea level, with winter tightening its icy grip. The pioneers built makeshift shelters as the snow piled up around them. They were running out of food, and the biting cold seeped into their bones. The mountains that had once held the promise of a passage to California now threatened to become their tomb. Section 5. Starvation and Despair. As days turned into weeks, the situation for the Donner Party grew increasingly dire. Food supplies dwindled, and starvation set in. The once strong pioneers grew weak. Children cried from hunger, their pleas echoing through the desolate mountain camp. Desperate, they resorted to eating their oxen and then their leather goods. The once vibrant community began to unravel as desperation and despair took hold. The Donner Party's dream of a new life in California was now a distant memory, replaced by the brutal reality of their fight for survival. They faced a stark choice: find a way out or perish in the unforgiving grip of winter. Section 6. The Unthinkable Choice. With starvation looming, the Donner Party faced an unthinkable choice. Trapped in the Sierra Nevada mountains during the harsh winter of 1846 to 1847, their food supplies dwindled rapidly. To survive, they resorted to the most desperate of measures: cannibalism. The harsh conditions left them with no other options as they battled the freezing temperatures and relentless snowstorms. The details, recorded in the diary of Donner Party member Patrick Breen, are chilling. His entries provide a haunting glimpse into the daily struggles and the unimaginable decisions they had to make. They ate the flesh of the deceased to survive. Each bite was a grim reminder of their dire situation and the loved ones they had lost. It was a testament to the depths of their desperation, a grim reminder of the fragility of human morality in the face of unimaginable suffering. The harsh reality of their situation tested their will to live and their moral boundaries. The decision to consume the dead was not taken lightly. It was a collective choice made after exhausting all other possibilities, a choice that weighed heavily on their consciences. It was a last resort, a horrific necessity to prolong their own lives. The survivors were haunted by their actions, but they did what they believed was necessary to see another day. The Donner Party's story became a chilling example of the extremes to which humans will go when pushed to the brink of survival. Their tale is a stark reminder of the human spirit's resilience and the lengths to which people will go to stay alive, even when faced with the most harrowing of choices. Section 7. A Glimmer of Hope. Even in their darkest hour, a glimmer of hope emerged. A small group of the strongest members from the Donner Party set out on foot to seek help. They braved the treacherous mountain passes and the deep snow, driven by the faint hope of finding rescue. This group, known as the Forlorn Hope, faced unimaginable hardships on their journey. Their determination to reach help and save their families kept them going. Their courageous journey was a testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. Their success or failure would determine the fate of those who remained stranded in the mountains. After weeks of agonizing uncertainty, the Forlorn Hope stumbled upon a settlement and managed to send word of the Donner Party's plight back east. Rescue parties were immediately assembled, and the arduous task of reaching the stranded pioneers began. The rescuers faced treacherous conditions, risking their own lives to save the survivors. They arrived to find a scene of unimaginable suffering. The survivors were emaciated and weak, many on the brink of death. The rescuers brought food and medical supplies and began the difficult task of evacuating the survivors from the mountains. The Donner Party's tragic story sent shockwaves across the nation. Newspapers recounted their harrowing ordeal, detailing the horrors they endured. The story became a cautionary tale about the perils of westward expansion and the unforgiving power of nature. Of the 87 members of the Donner Party who attempted to cross the Sierra Nevada, only 48 survived. The tragedy left an indelible mark on American history, a stark reminder of the risks associated with westward expansion. Despite the passage of time, the Donner Party's story continues to fascinate and horrify. Today, Donner Lake, nestled high in the Sierra Nevada mountains, stands as a serene reminder of the tragic events that unfolded there. A memorial at the site commemorates the Donner Party and serves as a place of reflection. Visitors from around the world come to learn about the Donner Party's story and pay their respects. The lake, once a symbol of hardship and despair, now represents resilience and the enduring spirit of those who perished and those who survived. The Donner Party story is a reminder of the importance of preparedness, the power of hope, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. The Donner Party story, though tragic, offers valuable lessons about the human spirit. It reminds us of the importance of careful planning, the dangers of shortcuts, and the unpredictable nature of the wilderness. More importantly, it highlights the resilience of the human spirit. Even in the face of unimaginable hardship, the Donner Party members clung to hope. Their story reminds us that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can endure. It underscores the importance of community, courage, and the will to survive. The Donner Party's story will forever be etched in the annals of American history, a tale of tragedy, survival, and the enduring strength of the human spirit.